Picture this, a young man fresh out of college with his first paycheck in hand. The world was my oyster, but I was a fish out of water when it came to managing my finances. I remember the moment I decided to invest that first paycheck. The excitement quickly turned into a whirlwind of confusion. Stocks, bonds, real estate, alternative investments, you name it, I was lost in the jargon. I didn't know my risk tolerance from my elbow. But you know what they say, confusion is the first step to knowledge. That young man was me, and the confusion I felt then led me to where I am now, an investor who's figured out how to double his money. In the world of finance, investment isn't just throwing your money into a magic box and waiting for it to double. Instead, think of investments as a garden. You plant different seeds, each with their unique requirements and growth rates. Some seeds might grow rapidly, while others take their sweet time. But in the end, a well-tended garden provides a bountiful harvest. Investing is about making informed decisions, about planting the right seeds for your financial garden. There are several types of investments, each with its own risks and potential rewards. First off, we have the stock market. It's like the sunflowers of your garden, vibrant and full of potential, but also prone to the whims of the weather. When the market is sunny, your returns can be substantial. But when it's stormy, well, you might find yourself weathering some losses. Then there's real estate, the sturdy oak tree of investments. It may not grow as quickly as sunflowers, but it offers stability and often a steady flow of income. However, remember that every oak tree starts as a tiny acorn. It takes time and patience for real estate investments to mature. Bonds are akin to the evergreens in your garden. They provide a constant, albeit small, return over time. They might not be as exciting as sunflowers or as grand as oak trees, but they add a touch of green to your garden even in the harshest winters. Alternative investments are like the exotic orchids. They might require more knowledge and care, but can add a unique touch to your garden. Examples include investing in art, collectibles, or even startups. Finally, there are certificates of deposit. Think of them as the garden gnomes. They're not going to grow, but they'll guard your money, providing a guaranteed return after a set period. Just like a successful garden, a successful portfolio is all about balance. It's about planting a mix of seeds, so no single weather pattern can wipe out your harvest. Investment is a game of strategy, and the first step is understanding your playing field. Ever heard of the saying, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket"? Well, let's dissect this age-old wisdom in the context of investments. Think of your money as eggs. You've worked hard for these eggs, and you want them to hatch into healthy, thriving chicks, or in our case, returns. But here's the catch. Not all baskets are created equal. Some are sturdy and reliable, while others might be shaky and prone to topple over. These baskets represent different types of investments: stocks, bonds, real estate, alternative investments, and so on. Each basket or investment type comes with its own level of risk and potential return. High-risk investments like the stock market can potentially hatch some pretty hefty chicks or returns, but remember, they're also the most likely to topple over, potentially breaking all your eggs. On the other hand, low-risk investments like bonds or certificates of deposit might not hatch the biggest chicks, but they're in a sturdy basket that's less likely to fall. So what's an aspiring egg farmer, or in our case an investor, to do? This is where the concept of diversification comes in. Instead of loading all your eggs into one basket, you spread them out among different baskets. You might put some in the high-risk, high-return basket, some in the medium-risk basket, and some in the low-risk basket. This way, if one basket topples over, not all your eggs are lost. Diversification is a key strategy that can help balance potential returns with risk. Instead of gambling all your money on a single investment, you're spreading the risk around. It's like an insurance policy against the unpredictable nature of the market. But remember, diversification isn't about blindly throwing your eggs into every basket you see. It's about carefully selecting a mix of baskets that align with your financial goals and risk tolerance. A well-thought-out investment strategy can help guide your egg placement, ensuring that you're not overexposed to risk, but still positioned to reap potential returns. Remember, a smart investor knows how to spread his eggs across multiple baskets. Now that we've spread our eggs, let's talk about how to pick the right baskets. You see, diversification is like a magic ingredient in the recipe for investment success. It's all about spreading your investments across a variety of different assets to minimize risk and optimize returns. Think about it like a buffet. If you only pick one dish, you might end up with something you don't like. But if you sample a bit from each section, you're more likely to enjoy your meal and less likely to leave unsatisfied. Similarly, in the world of investments, if you put all your money into a single asset and it underperforms, you could lose a significant portion of your investment. But if you spread your investments across different assets, you're less likely to lose everything and more likely to see some level of returns. But diversification isn't just about quantity, it's also about quality. It's not enough to simply invest in a wide range of assets. You need to choose wisely, picking investments that align with your financial goals and risk tolerance. This might include a mix of stocks, bonds, real estate, and alternative investments. Remember, each type of investment comes with its own set of risks and potential returns. Stocks might offer high potential returns, but they also come with high risk. Bonds, on the other hand, are generally considered safer, but offer lower returns. Real estate can offer steady returns over the long term, but it requires a significant upfront investment. And alternative investments like cryptocurrencies and commodities can offer high returns but can also be extremely volatile. So, how do you decide where to invest? It all comes down to research, understanding the market, and aligning your investments with your long-term financial goals. It's about striking a balance, finding the sweet spot between risk and reward. And remember, diversification isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process that requires regular review and adjustment. Diversification isn't just about spreading your investments, it's about making smart choices in where you invest. So, go forth and diversify, but do so wisely. Investing isn't a one-size-fits-all deal. It's a custom-tailored suit made to fit your financial goals and risk tolerance. Now let's dive into the heart of investment strategy, personalization. It's all about aligning your investment strategy with your personal financial goals and risk tolerance. If you're a thrill seeker at heart, eager to chase high returns, you might be more comfortable with riskier investments. But if the thought of losing your hard-earned money keeps you up at night, you might be better suited for more conservative investments. Think of it like planning a road trip. Your destination or financial goal could be anything from buying a house, to retiring comfortably, to sending your kids to college. Your investment strategy is the route you take to get there. Just as you wouldn't take the same route to New York as you would to Los Angeles, your investment strategy should be different if you're saving for a down payment on a house than if you're saving for retirement. To build your personalized investment strategy, start by clearly defining your financial goals. Are you saving for a short-term goal like a vacation or a long-term goal like retirement? Next, evaluate your risk tolerance. Are you comfortable with the possibility of losing some of your investment in exchange for potentially higher returns? Or would you prefer a more stable investment with lower potential returns? Once you've defined your goals and evaluated your risk tolerance, the next step is to diversify your portfolio. Remember that road trip analogy? Diversification is like planning alternate routes in case there's a roadblock on your primary route. It involves spreading your investments across different assets to reduce risk. Finally, remember that your investment strategy isn't set in stone. Just as you might change your route based on road conditions, you should be prepared to adjust your investment strategy based on changes in your financial situation or goals. So there you have it. Your investment strategy isn't a one-size-fits-all deal. It's a custom-tailored suit made to fit your financial goals and risk tolerance. Your investment strategy should be as unique as you are. It's time to take the leap. Are you ready? Now that you're armed with the right information, it's time to embark on your investment journey. Remember, the key to successful investing is making informed decisions, balancing the risks and returns, and diversifying your portfolio. No one said it's going to be easy, but with the right strategy, it's definitely possible. So gear up, stay informed, stay steady, and take the leap into the world of investing. Your journey to doubling your money starts today. Remember, a smart investor is an informed investor. So equip yourself with knowledge and take that leap.